My name is Shanna-Kaye Wright Vaughn, and I am the Youth Banking Officer at JN Bank. Where I am a part of the Youth Banking Unit, the non-branch division of the company that focuses on youth engagement, youth empowerment, all things related to youth, so from basic school to high school to colleges, that's what I pretty much do. I'm also one of the coordinators for our JN Wise Aspiring Youth program, as well as our JN School Savers program. The challenge I've taken on that has made me most proud would have been something I casually came across a few months ago in about September of 2020, smack in the middle of COVID. And I was one day just casually scrolling on Instagram, and I saw where there's a page that I follow. I believe it's called Opportunities for Youth. And I saw where it was asking for change makers to be a part of an international program called Youth Lead. And I saw it and I said, this looks interesting. And it's something to kind of take your mind off the 9 to 5 sometimes, and also everything else that was going on. So I decided to apply. Naturally, I hesitated and I waited until the very last day that the application was due, and I submitted it. And when I got through, literally they sent me emails and I did the interviews and everything. I realized then that what I started doing at the beginning of the pandemic, where I would send out information to persons, just random conferences that were happening all over the world, courses, details about different areas that persons may be interested in, digital courses, whatever the case is. I used to just always be sending those to persons. And I saw where I tied that into Youth Lead, and now being selected as one of about 20 or so persons selected from over 3,000 applications, over 100 and something countries worldwide. And I'm the only representative from Jamaica and also from the Caribbean. So that has been something that I've taken on. It is not easy because what I've realized is that this is something that I encourage and engage with my JNW ambassadors every single day, to get their leads together, to interact, to share. And why it's challenging is because interacting with persons across multiple time zones can be quite interesting. So just imagine, I have a meeting with my advisor based in Nigeria. Her time is 12 p.m., my time here is 6 a.m. So that in itself is a challenge, but I'm enjoying it, and my goal really is to get more Jamaicans, more young people across the Caribbean to sign up for this amazing opportunity. For me, International Women's Day and Women's Month, which is being celebrated in March, it's not just about, highlighting the 1 and 2 women who have made it. It's also looking at how we are building our communities, how we're building the ladies who will be in the space that we're in now. And to have a dedicated day, International Women's Day, and to highlight and showcase the amazing things that women have done and are continuing to do, it highlights to me that we are doing something great. The world is doing something great. And we want to show persons and to show young girls looking on that you can be this and more. And in choosing to challenge, that's a great theme because so much is happening in the world right now. Our mental space is being hampered by everything, everywhere, social media, COVID, the COVID pandemic. So right now, in terms of choosing to challenge, to me it means, what am I focusing on? What am I looking at that is going to bring me down? What am I looking at that is going to bring someone else down? So how are you choosing to challenge the space that is your social media? Are you just following all the gossip pages, or are you looking at those promotional pages that empower and encourage young leaders, encourage persons to do courses? And going back to what I had mentioned about Youth Lead, this is why I would have stepped forward into that space to choose to challenge the narrative that looking on and looking at role models is not a hard thing unless you choose to challenge a space that you can control. So that is what the theme means to me. The women who have inspired me, I'd say it literally started in the home. My grandmother, my mother, and my aunt who raised me, God rest her soul. I was raised by incredible women, strong, independent women. And I must say that they really have inspired and shaped who I am today. And I can't forget to mention too my cousins, the older cousins that you call auntie, and also my sister. My sister, she is an incredible woman. She's a teacher, not just a teacher, she's a math teacher. So that in itself, she is amazing. So these are just some of the women that would have been the foundation of Shanna. And throughout the years and being a part of this career now, I would have been shaped by women who are, I guess, in management positions, who I'd want to say they emulate what I would hope to be in my capacity as a leader, as a woman leader, as a woman manager. And it allows me to look at them and to say that, they're managing their space. They're not overshadowing anyone. They allow persons to speak out and speak up. And I admire ladies such as Shanna-Kaye Edwards, my manager or my past manager, and looking at how she would have navigated a space, that in itself has been an inspiration to me. And in terms of celebrities, I don't believe I really have major role models, but Terry Reid, Dr. Terry Reid, I appreciate her authenticity. What you see is what you get. And if you meet her in person, it's the same person that you probably see on Instagram. And I appreciate that about her. I usually am quite interested in persons who are able to, show their full self. In this new age and this new world that we're in, persons tend to show their half selves. And, and this inner self is something that I'm working on, because I probably don't think everybody knows the real Shanna, because I'm still discovering her. But in terms of choosing where I focus and who I have inspired me, these are just some of the ladies. So family as a foundation, and in recent years, my past manager, Shanna-Kaye Edwards, and say Dr. Terry Reid. I am Shanna, and I choose to challenge.